What's up guys, this is Andy here with Ultimate iDevice Vids, and in this video we're going to be doing a speed test between the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 6s. So of course Apple's latest iPhone as of recording this and Apple's previous generation iPhone. So we're going to be doing a boot up test, we're going to do an app launching test, a Safari web page test, and a Geekbench test. Now keep in mind, none of these tests necessarily reflect the overall device's performance, and also this is definitely not a scientific test. This is essentially just a fun visual test, so definitely don't read too much into it. And also, of course, keep in mind these are both incredibly capable phones, and they both do fine, in daily usage. This is just for the people who want to really get down to the nitty-gritties and see, how things perform when they're put head to head. So without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so let's just go ahead and change views here because we're going to go ahead and start off with the boot up test. So first things first, I just want to show you guys that the iPhone 7 is on the right and the 6s is on the left, and that is the formula that's going to be followed with the rest of this video, just to let you guys know. So basically how we're going to do this with the power up test is we're going to go ahead and turn both of the iPhones off. And then we're going to go ahead and hook them up to a surge protector that's off. And then we're going to flip the surge protector on at the same time so the iPhones turn on at the same time. So now that both of the iPhones are off, we're just going to go ahead and plug them in to their respective chargers here. And, once they're both plugged in here, we're actually just going to go ahead and flip on the surge protector. And it'll turn the iPhones on at the exact same time, so it's a fair test. So let's just go ahead and flip it on here. And here we go. Now, I'm not going to cut anything out of this portion here. This is just going to be live footage. So you guys can actually see how long this actually takes in real time. We're just going to wait it out here, and we'll see which one boots up first. So surprisingly, the iPhone 6s, as you can see there, actually starts up first. So again, don't read too much into this. It's most likely because the iPhone 7 has more things to prepare. And again, it's just kind of an interesting result there. Booting up is not always the determining of, which phone is faster. Alright, so we're going to move on to the Safari test now, and first I just want to show you guys that there is nothing in the app switcher in either of these, so we're just going to go ahead and jump to Safari now. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and load up apple.com. I'm just going to try to tap them at the exact same time, but again, this is not a scientific test, this is just kind of a fun visual exercise, so I'm just going to do my best here. 3, 2, 1. So basically absolutely no noticeable difference whatsoever. And once again, the iPhone 6s is over here on the left and the iPhone 7 is on the right, just in case you guys didn't remember that or whatever. So there's the web page test. We're just going to try a couple more pages just because why not. So we're just going to go back into here and we'll just load up Yahoo as well. So we're just going to do the same thing. 3, 2, 1. So the 6s actually beat the iPhone 7 in this case. Now, of course, you have to keep in mind, it depends on the website, depends on what's being loaded on the website, advertisements on the site, everything like that. So let's just go ahead and do another one. We're going to do Bing this time. 3, 2, 1. I think that was identical. So really nothing, absolutely no noticeable advantage here. So both of these phones are just so incredibly fast. But let's just go ahead and exit out of Safari here. And we'll go ahead and close the Safari app on both devices now. So now let's do some app launching. We're just going to go ahead and jump into the settings app first here. So 3, 2, 1. And as I'm doing this test, I'm just realizing these devices are just both so incredibly powerful. It's really just hard to see a clear, winner, so to speak. But let's go ahead and launch some other applications. Let's go ahead and jump into, let's say, the Messages application. That's a very frequent app people use. So 3, 2, 1. So the iPhone 7 did open it a little bit faster, but of course, no surprise there. Let's just go ahead and exit out of here. And we'll try the App Store because that has to load a lot of information. So 3, 2, 1. 6s there. So seems to be absolutely no consistency in terms of, small things. But again, and of course for web apps and Safari, a lot of that depends on your connection and basically your situation in that regard. And of course, these two iPhones are on the same Wi-Fi network. Let's go ahead and try out weather. 3, 2, 1. I think the 7 had a very slight advantage, but again, basically not noticeable. All right, so enough of this silly simultaneous tapping buttons at the same time. Let's go ahead and get into the Geekbench, which might actually reflect something worth knowing. So let's go ahead and jump into Geekbench 4 on both of these devices here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and run a Geekbench. So we're just going to go into CPU here, and we're going to hit Run Benchmark. So we'll just wait for these both to run. And as soon as they finish, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so the results are in. The iPhone 7 comes in at 3,453 for single-core score and 5,637 for multi-core score. The iPhone 6S comes in at 2,526 for single-core, 4,172 for multi-core. So definitely a notable improvement here with the iPhone 7, as you'd expect. It has upgraded internals, of course. But yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this video. And again, don't take anything in this video too seriously. It's just kind of a fun little test just to kind of see visually, how things compare. And of course, also look at the Geekbench numbers in case you guys were wondering, head to head, how they turned out. So if you guys, again, did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to this channel for many more videos pertaining to iOS devices, the iPhone 7, iOS, jailbreaking, and so much more. Also, make sure to follow the channel on Twitter, like it on Facebook, and also make sure to follow me on Twitter. I'll put all those links down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.